right even at the USA Open, the Belgium Open. He's participated
Everywhere
all
he's
over the
been,
world.
yeah.
And this is just the fruits of his labor. He's really put in a lot. So something to look forward to. It's going to be an exciting match. We get into round one.
Yeah.
It's Mohammad Hazim facing off with Woo Kien. And
but you must be careful, you know. The Vietnamese is always a tough contender.
we always talk of saving the best for last, and this is pretty much what it just boils down to. You've got two strong contenders in here. What is amazing is there are such contrasting fighting styles.
Yeah. See, within 10 seconds, they must engage. If they don't engage, you get warning.
And that could fairly mean even a flick on the gi or just a touch, but as long as there's some sort of contact.
Yeah.
I think that's what each of them was waiting for.
Yeah.
The first takedown,
It's a fall.
Belly drop from the red corner.
See, those experienced, they don't go in blindly, you know, they just...
It's just that waiting game, right? They wait for that opportunity, and then...
You make a single mistake, you are down.
And it's not just one, it's both of them that have that pace factor, you know. That's the second takedown.
Belly drop from the red corner.
The way he catches the leg, you won't let go.
Woo Kien, very, very focused. And this is really about Mohammad Hazim now being able to gauge the situation. He knows he's got a formidable opponent. I'm sure that he's familiar with him.
Yeah.
Having battled him in the past.
But you must remember, this is the whole new rules.
And that really changes.
It's different, yeah. When he won all those medals, is the old rules.
So round one, totally in favor of the Vietnamese, athlete. Two beautiful drops, absolutely beautiful. Just to clarify this bit, both the drops, of course, did come off the same movement. He did catch Mohammad Hazim in the same spot, the same leg, and very similar balance and posture at that time. Is that food for thought as to what the Singaporean Persalat should go back and have a look at? Oh, I'm sure his coaches will be talking
Not the coaches, you see, he's telling him what to do and what not to do, because he already done twice. Twice he got caught with it.
And as an athlete, it's always going to be difficult for you to gauge the situation on, you know, in the arena at that time. But it's always easier for someone who's on the sidelines to monitor that. And that's just an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Belly drop from the blue corner.
So he's got back into the swing of the points. Still a good 5 points behind Woo Kien, who's managed to land a kick in between.
He start with a kick in the leg there. So?
And that's got to be followed up by your hand
another
movement.
attack,
Belly drop from the red corner.
Very, very focused performance from Woo Kien so far. He's just that slight element of determination on his face.
Yeah. Very focused, right? He's trying to strike you on the counter, you know, there. You see?
This time, Mohammad Hazim managing to gain his balance,
Yeah.
to hold on. But Wu Kien is still scoring the points. He's managed to
Another two.
managed to get a kick in or even a punch.
Oh.
And for anyone who doubted why we call these matches the VIP matches, it's all for you to see it. It's not for us to tell you, really. It's just right before your eyes.
Yeah. They don't go in blindly, right?
Absolutely not. It's just they're pretty much reading each other. That's the fascinating bit. Reading each other, knowing what they're going to go in with. Just a word there for Wu Kien. Still doesn't change the points. It's at 16-5.
The Vietnamese trying to run
First reprimand for the red
because
corner.
he know he's in the lead. So I just play around with the time, run around. I kill the match.
He did get a points deduction.
Yeah. For that.
Yeah, and I think that could get worse if he actually has a real misdemeanor now. So he's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a beautiful drop. Absolutely marvelous.
Drop for the red corner.
These Vietnamese are good, man.
It's just, as you mentioned, when he's got, so at the end of round 2, it's Wu Kien who leads Mohammad Hazim. Wu Kien on 18, Mohammad Hazim on 5. And it's just those few moments when he hasn't been able to pull Mohammad Hazim off his feet. But then there are those perfect timing drops where he's been able to catch him, gauge the situation, and there's been no chance for a comeback from Mohammad Hazim in those moments. And how important is it, that speed factor, to effect a takedown before your opponent can actually steady himself? How crucial is those few seconds?
You know, when you catch your opponent leg, you only have 5 seconds to execute the drop.
Absolutely.
After 5 seconds is break. So you must do it before 5 seconds.
So you want to probably, for your own good measure, approach it in the first 3 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's one flow.
Absolutely. So into round 3, and this time has flown faster than we could have gauged it. Mohammad Hazim, I just feel, just struggling for answers today.
Yeah.
He's just been caught off guard, and that looks like that could be a spot of trouble for Wu Kien. Bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Warning 1 for the red corner.
Call.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional.
Yeah,
but
intentional.
That's
because
going to be.
He is charging and the flow.
So this puts a slight dent in what would have been an absolutely smooth match.
Yeah.
So we are going to get a quick look at that, and then because the match will resume, you've still got 1 minute and 44 seconds.
You see, if you get two good fighters and everything is fine, the match go in the flow. You know,
it's really fast.
Yeah, there's no stoppage, there's no VR, there's no. Just
I mean, I can't believe that 2 rounds just flew by.
Yeah, just move fast. You see, he don't make any fuss. Just wake up and fight.
And that was without an incident.
Yeah, so see,
this is.
The dispute.
Not kick high. Not kick high.
So it's Team Vietnam who have put up a appeal.
Yeah. This is
and they've
precious
got
5 point.
Well, I would think so. When your opponent is somebody who can come back, and you know that.
His 5 point is big
yeah,
point.
It's crucial, isn't it?
But Hazim, he won the world championship. He won the world championship. He's playing in class B category.
Okay.
But now he's playing in class C category. That means now he's fighting heavier opponent.
Okay. So just for the early part, he would have been involved with what you would have said opponents who were more closer to his age group or around that, his contemporaries, and weight as well.
Yeah, the weight. Yeah. Because when he won the world championship, he's contesting with the class B opponent.
You don't think that he just put on maybe 2 or 3 kilos? I mean, I could do that in a few days. Not that difficult, Ross.
Yeah. But if you add 5 kilos, it affect your movement. You're carrying extra 5 kilos with
But
you.
Does the federation allow you to move up the order if you want to?
Yeah.
You can,
You can, provided you're good enough.
provided you had success in the category that you already in.
Already in.
Absolutely. Okay.
Let's say he want to play in class C category, but in that category there's also one more tiger waiting.
Okay.
So you have to fight for your place.
Okay.
Because only one person can represent Singapore in each category.
So earn your stripes.
Yeah. You want to play, you better be the best in that category.
So it's going to be tough for him. That means it's quite challenging with the change in rules and now with the change in category as well. So it's a bit of a double whammy. I think he'll get there. It's just a question of
time. This is the first
adjusting.
tournament. First tournament for the new rules,
And let's not forget that, well, everyone's been,
the fall just now, a few falls.
Yeah.
If the old rules, it is disallowed
Okay.
because of the pooling.
Okay.
But for the new rules, all is okay.
That's all allowed. So the new rules do allow for a lot of change, but that change is not necessarily risky.
Yeah.
It's not. It's still keeping those,
The
safety points.
The safe spot is there.
So Vietnam gets a no.
No. His appeal is
Turned down.
turned down. Yeah.
And the points deduction will stay.
Yeah.
So he's got to be careful. This is the last round.
Yeah.
You've got an 8-point lead, and Mohammad Hazim now has got, well, a big ray of hope.
Yeah. If, let's say, the point goes to 13 all, the game is finished, then the blue corner will win.
Because of the points deduction.
Yeah, because he get penalty.
Okay.
So all those penalty counts if there
When-
is
First
a draw.
reprimand for
When
the
there
blue
is
corner.
when there's a
Aye.
draw. There's an appeal from the Singapore team as well. The blue corner has appealed because there was a points deduction.
Okay.
Well, I think
Both athletes do the defense, same. If the blue got the penalty, red also get penalty.
Correct. Because both doing the same stuff, right?
yeah.
So if you punish this blue, you must punish the red. But the VR guy will take a look, yeah.
Oh, we've got to change now. There's a rotation. I was talking to our Silat Grandmaster earlier,
Roughly, yeah.
and he.
You will take
I was just talking about human error, even when you're judging, and he said, the rotation is so important.
Yeah.
That is just for the eye fatigue.
Yeah.
So,
You know this guy, the KP?
yeah.
He also switch. All this guy, they switch. After a few, change guy.
So it is so important to keep in mind the fact that even though you may have anything automated, if there is human control behind it, you still have to keep
Fresh,
fresh. always used to have this, one of the things that fascinated me as a child when I used to watch the Olympics and the Asian Games was Swiss time. Besides being a fan of watches, but Swiss time, the way it's monitored, and I would often see many of them going out for a break, get a coffee or go and get a cup of tea or whatever. And I always thought maybe they have an autopilot or something, but I realized growing up that it is. I mean, even back then it was rotation.
Yeah,
Because
rotation,
you're down to calculating, milliseconds and how important it is. So it's after what was 2 super fast rounds.
The last one is the critical one, yeah.
This is so important. This really is the decider, isn't it? So we're down to the final part once again, and it will be shown on screen.
Yes, this is the screen.
For the audience to get a view. And the final decision. So Singapore will stay with that point deduction as well. So Mohammad Hazim on 4 points, Wu Kien on 13. There's still 1 minute 26 seconds. So, but what may seem like just 3 minutes, and that is another drop.
Grab the vest.
Very drop for the red
Olden
corner.
days, this is illegal.
So Mohammad Hazim did get a slight impact, and I think that has just ruffled up Mohammad Hazim a bit. Wouldn't you think so?
Yeah, yeah.
And that could get him to lose his composure.
Yeah. Because he knows he have no time to delay anymore.
And I think that just puts. So it's a very quick look again.
The fall, the Wasit is undecided who get the fall. So he's requesting for the
It
VAR to
did
decide.
look like Mohammad Hazim did get a slight impact to his face, but that wasn't first impact.
Yeah.
It was first impact to the gi and the west.
Because both is on the floor. So the referee cannot decide. The fall is for who? For red or for blue? So he's requesting the VAR to help him.
Yeah, let's just slide that responsibility a bit. One of the most important things with the philosophically or just story of our lives. You may have the best automation in the world.
Yeah.
You still need a human hand there.
Yeah. This guy.
In this case, 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Are we going to get the decision really soon? It's up on the screen. Both of them did fall. Split second timing on the fall. Split second timing. And it's invalid.
It's a no call.
I think it was a tough one to read. Both landed
together.
pretty much at the same time. So still 16-6, and that's
That is Hazim.
now Mohammad Hazim fighting back.
Yeah.
He knows how important it is to get back into this. Well, just as you rightfully put, Ross, he knows he's got to go for the kill, and that's what he's doing. And it's just with those kicks alone he's managed to pull up those points.
Yeah. That is Mohammad Hazim.
It's not all about...
See, the back kick.
It's not all about the drop. Just a good bit
The
of
blue corner hit high, got red corner. Hit high.
big appeal for the high kick.
What a high kick.
And 33 seconds left. This really is coming right down towards the end. And, well, I would also begin to think that the more, advanced and the more professional or, skilled you are in the martial art, there's always going to be appeals because you have coaches who are
Very
watching
sharp
you
eyes,
move
yeah.
and who pretty much know what you're capable and what you're not capable of.
Every single second, you take the opportunity to tell him
talk
what
to
to
him
do,
and
what to do, what to do.
I won't call it crafty. I'll just call it skilled. It's a very skilled way of doing it.
Yeah. He's too caution. The first round, second round. That side kick is his trademark.
It
That
is.
Side kick, his back kick. It
And
is his
he
trademark.
does execute it beautifully. I mean, so that's what you fall back on. If your plan is not working out the way you want it to,
Yeah.
you fall back on your main strengths, and that's
Main
when you
strength.
go back to your main moves. I think it's wise, of course, you don't expose them right through.
People
and you
know
use
him.
them. Yeah. So you pull it out at the right time. 6 points behind. He's still very much in the
Yeah.
contest. There's no doubt about it. I just think he's did lose his composure for a bit, but then maybe that's also fueled his aggression a little bit, which could help. Knowing that time is of the essence now.
The first two drops, his kick get caught. It's very.
It was
very,
not fast enough.
Yeah, very unhazim. He usually, when he kicks, people won't be able to catch his
He's
leg.
fast.
Yeah.
I think he regained that back later on. So that appeal is
Rejected,
turned
yeah.
down, which means it's still 6 points adrift. 33 seconds left,
See, he's running, yeah.
and it's
Because
really for Team Vietnam to try and get back into it. Mohammad Hazim beginning to look a
He's
lot more
running.
confident.
See, the tie, yeah. Yeah,
That-
Sheikh Alauddin, he was.
So that will be null and void because it was out of line, outside the circle. But 15 seconds.
He just run. No, this one the referee must call. Must give him reprimand. There's no running.
I think he's heard you.
Yeah. No, he must give one.
He's heard you, Rouse, and it
Yeah.
sits.
You cannot call it.
Time is so important now.
Yeah. So you run and run and run.
The red corner already got the warning 1 and he out of the line and supposed to be warning 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he warning 1. So the next one is warning 2. He was running here, running. That's why you see on the stage, people get agitated.
Do you think that our referee had the wrong meal?
But sometimes
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's hard.
We can see from every angle.
It's very easy to see it
Yeah.
from a distance or to see
But
it on
it's
screen.
close.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
And
lose
to
focus.
be fair, we've got the benefit of the screen as well as live, and
Yeah.
the referees are really just seeing it just before their eyes. They don't
Yeah.
have a second, option
No, but
or
by
an
the
opinion as
By
such.
the time he realized it, the rest already saw it for a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
the beauty of the matter is that we're barely about a little over 5 seconds away from the finish of this match.
So you still have to wait, yeah?
Yeah, those points are so crucial.
Yeah, precious little points.
And it's amazing that through the whole, I think Wu Wan Kien's game plan was quite simple. Come in,
Get
score
the
those
points.
points early, and then sit back and avoid any
Yeah.
attacks.
Keep it in the bank, you know?
Yeah, but I think when you're fighting against an athlete like Mohammad Hazim, who's known for his exploits, it gets to be a little difficult towards the end because then he would strike back. I still feel that the Vietnamese athlete is in the driver's seat for the time being,
Yeah.
but you never know.
You never know, yeah.
I mean, if you could have a stop.
If this complaint upheld, he going to minus 2 points.
So
maybe
that'll be even
24
closer
point.
for
Yeah.
Mohammad Hazim to come back in. Well, that's interesting.
Upheld.
And it's upheld.
So left 14 points.
So, yep.
The Vietnamese. The coach is unsatisfied. He gonna get a yellow card or a red card. So the chairman of the competition is advising the referee of what action to take to the Vietnamese coach. Minus 5 points because of he.
Warning two given to the
Because of
red
he?
corner.
And that is sad.
His specialite is winning, you know. Red card, see?
It's a red card, and they've also called their player back, their athlete back. So it's a bit of a pity for a match that was poised,
Yeah.
going so well.
So you cannot lose your temper. You lose your discipline, your athlete suffer. He is leading.
He was leading.
Yeah.
He had a good 6 points ahead of Mohammad Hazim, and even with that 2-point
Match
reduction, it would have
He's,
still been-
he's still in the lead.
Yeah. Even if there was a 5-point, he would have been in the lead. He would have still been at 11.
5 more seconds. What is that? Just a little bit more patient, you won.
So we had a walkout by Team Vietnam. Well, we've had a very, very good start to the evening, but then, of course, it's human judgment, and sometimes you do have tempers that will fly. So it's another feather in the cap, and I think Mohammad Hazim has just kept his winning streak going through disqualification. I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted it like this.
Yeah, he's also disappointed.
He's a proper competitive athlete, and I don't think he's too happy about
Yeah.
winning like this. He would have liked to have earned it, but
Yeah.
to be fair to him, I think even if he had lost it, he would have been happy
Yeah.
because it would have been a fair fight.
It is a hard-fought fight, you know.
Yeah. But for a competitor, it's